After the arrest of two 16-year-olds in a deadly carjacking attempt, police are once again calling on changes in the criminal justice system. Edgar Tolentino and Anthony Jacobs have been charged with second-degree murder in connection with the death of 71-year-old Richard Shasha. News 8's Allie Peters in Gates tonight. And Allie, a lot of stern words tonight from local law enforcement. This case has really bothered them.
Yeah, pandemic of violence. That's what area law enforcement agencies are calling this recent uptick in crime. With more teenagers getting involved, police say they are concerned for the community. But they also say that there are laws that prevent them from getting violence off the streets. With a rise in homicide and carjackings in our area, police are calling it the Wild West. Law enforcement officials addressing concerns about bail and parole reform that's changed in the past few years.
This is not working. Reform was necessary. Reform was needed. Reform is not always good. Reform is just a change. Okay? Reform should be for the positive, and what's happening here is not positive.
After the arrests of Edgar Tolentino and Anthony Jacobs, concerns are rising about teens and violence. But police say often when they arrest teens, they're sent back out onto the streets. Raise the Age in New York is meant to keep 16 to 17-year-olds from being prosecuted as adults, hoping to help with rehabilitation of young adults into communities. But police say there aren't enough solutions to help teens when they're released.
There are no alternative solutions being funded and being supported to take the load off of the streets. Where do we send these kids? Who's going to take them in and change their direction in life?
And recent bail reform laws are aimed at reducing the number of people sitting in jail while awaiting trial. But some police say it puts dangerous people back onto the streets.
You know, just last week, sheriff's deputies arrested a 12-time predicate felon. 12 times. What is the magic number? Where do we have to get to before we start looking at this as a community?
Police also say a big part of change has to come from home and teaching kids right from wrong. Now, the police also calling for changes to parole reform today, saying there are about just under 2,000 parolees in Rochester. And on a given day, about 30 to 40 of those individuals take off their ankle bracelets or go somewhere where the task force has to go out and find those individuals. Now, of course, there are obviously many people in our community in favor of current criminal justice laws like Raise the Age. Now, the Children's Defense Fund of New York says on its website, prosecuting and placing children in the adult criminal justice system doesn't work for them or make communities safer. It is critical for New York to ensure that youth involved in the criminal justice system have access to court processes as well as services and placement options that are developmentally appropriate. Live in Gates, Allie Peters, News 8.
All right, Allie, thank you very much. Anthony Jacobs is being held in custody at the Monroe County Children's Detention Center. His next court appearance is scheduled for Thursday. Tolentino pleaded not guilty last week at a virtual arraignment at the Gates Police Department, and he is being held tonight without bail.